Hey, what is up guys, it's Galaxy Tech Dartwolf here, coming to you guys today with a brand new Yosenju deck profile for this current format. It's brand new on my channel. I actually do like the build quite a lot. It's kind of like Hunders if you run the build that I'm running. It has some nice negation, a bit of back row, it's all good. It's very consistent as well, and it's quite strong, like, it's surprisingly strong. So yeah, I'll get straight into it. So we start off with 3 copies of Karma 1. So yeah, you summon it, you can normal summon another one that isn't Karma 1, and once a turn, you can bounce a card from your opponent's field to their hand. And it's not a once per turn thing, it's only once while it is face up on the field. So when it returns to the hand at the end, that resets. So then got 3 copies of Karma 2. Yet again, the special effect, the extra normal summon effect part that isn't itself. It's got the most attack points, and it can attack directly, which is useful, I guess, if you want to poke for game or something. Yet again, returns to the hand at the end phase. Then probably my favourite card in the deck is this, the 3 Karma 3. Because this card searches any Yosenju card from your deck when your another Yosenju monster inflicts battle damage, so you can set up your secret techniques really quite nicely. So yeah, and then extra normal summon as well, and returns to hand at the end phase. I then run 2 copies of Tsujik because it's like an honest, and it's also another 4, and yeah, it returns to hand at the end phase as well. Then I run 2 copies of Yosenju L because it has a decent effect, and it's not actually for pendulum summons. This actually sticks on the field. It doesn't return to the hand at the end phase, which means that your secret techniques that you've set up are live on your opponent's turn, because otherwise they're completely dead, and your opponent can just MST them or could proceed without having to be cautious. So yeah, it's really useful card for that reason. Then I do run some other cards that aren't level 4s, and those are 2 Magat, because it sticks on the field and allows you to search one from your deck, search and special summon from your deck another Yosenju, which then, if you pick one of the Karmas, it won't be bounced back at the end phase. Or you can special summon 1 copy of Misak, and go for a rank 6, because I run 2 rank 6s in here. So yeah, it's a very consistent monster lineup. It's been working well for me so far. Then I run, for the spells, 3 copies of Tenki, of 5 formation Tenki, because any Yosenju monster can be searched, really. Any of the level 4s that you want. And the extra boost is quite nice. Then I run a tech choice on my part. Instead of Divine Wind of Mist Valley, I run 2 copies of Necrovalley, because if you think about it, this deck does not actually revolve around the graveyard at all. All the cards bounce back to the hand at the end phase. There is no graveyard interaction other than if they're destroyed by battle. So this makes it really useful, and especially in this meta, you've got Burning Abyss going around, you've got Shadows still, Infernoids. This is just an ideal choice. So yeah. Then 2 copies of Pot of Duality, because you don't special summon much, so this card doesn't actually hit you that badly in the turn, so it's okay to run. I'd run it at 3 if I actually had 3, so yeah. Then I run 2 copies of MST for back row purposes. 1 Tensu, because you might want if you've just searched a Yosenju monster off something, then and you've got this, you might need an additional normal summon, so yeah, and the extra boost. Then 1 Snatch Steal to round that off. Then for the traps, this is quite back row heavy, just like Infirmities, which is probably why I like it, and it's got a and because the secret technique or the Infernity barrier of the deck are so easily searchable. So yeah, 3 secret move. It's your Infernity barrier or Solemn Judgment for Yosenjus, whatever way you look at it. It's searchable, and yeah, it's just there. Then 3 copies of Vanity's Emptiness. You don't special summon much at all in this deck, so this doesn't hurt much, and you don't have much graveyard interaction, so this card can stick on the field really easily. Then 2 copies of Dimensional Prison, 2 Fiendish Chain, then 1 Solemn, 1 Compulse, and 1 Bottomless to round off the traps. So then, extra deck lineup, it's not actually complete, but you can get away with not running extra deck at all. There is only one extra deck monster that I would even consider running in this deck, and it's Gagaga Cowboy. I can't find it at the moment, I do have one somewhere. So yeah, 1 Abyss Dweller, 2 copies of Tiger King, because fire formations and stuff. Diamond Direwolf, because you can target anything instead of him, as opposed to just himself, for destruction. 1 Exiton, 1 Phantasmal Dragon, because all wins. 1 Black Ship, 1 Rhapsody and Berserk, 1 Silent Honor, and we have 2 rank 6s as well, which are Ptolemy M7 and Photon Strike Bouncer. As I said, I would run the cards that I don't have or can't find. I can't find my Gagaga Cowboy. That is the only card in this extra deck that I would even consider is the most important, because the rest of them are kind of just tech choices. Halt and Drago, I don't have one of those either. And Lightning Chidori is just so difficult to get hold of these days because it's in such high demand. But yeah, the only extra deck card I'd consider running as a vital card in the extra deck is Cowboy, because I have played so many games where Yosenjus have just done a really nice game, and then your opponent is left with 800 or less life points. It's just like almost an OTK, but not. So then you just need that Gagaga Cowboy to poke for game. So yeah, that is the deck, guys. I hope you liked it. It's a really kind of underdog deck, I think. It works really well if you play the best variant, which is almost what I'm playing. So yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.